Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pure Biology, and today I come with another video. Before going to the topic, I want to say that if you are the newcomer to my channel, so obviously you subscribe and share this channel, okay, if this is helpful obviously. And another important thing is that you can search different videos that are already explained in my channel. You just check out, okay. So here I will try to explain about the auxin signaling pathway. This auxin is what? This is one kind of plant hormone, and the biosynthesis and the functions of the auxin, these are already explained in the previous videos. So you just check out from my channel, and this is the signaling pathway I will try to explain. So what is the signaling? Signaling means is what? That means any hormone when acts, or any hormone that play their role, how they can play, this is the signaling way, or how they become activated, or they try to function. This is the signaling pathway, okay. So here I will try to explain about this auxin signaling pathway. The auxin signaling pathway is what? That first of all, this is the auxin hormone. It controls the plant's growth and the development, okay. And here important thing is that two kinds of main hormone, that is the auxin and the cytokinin, both are involved in the growth and development of the plant body, okay, but in a different way. So it binds. First, what they can do? It binds to a small family of intercellular receptors. Okay, so hormone, before playing its role, they have to bind any receptor, either that is present either in the cell wall or the cell membrane. Okay, so receptor that plays an important role in the functioning of any hormone. Sorry, one thing. Sorry, just ignore the noises. So here what I am saying, that first it binds. It binds means this auxin hormone that binds to the intercellular receptors, of which the best characterized is the TIR1. So receptor, what I told, that receptor that plays important role, because any hormone first binds with the receptor that present either in case of plant cell that present in the cell wall, but in case of animal cell that present on the cell membrane. So hormone first binds with the receptor. Here auxin binds that type of receptor that is known as the TIR1. This, the full form is that transport inhibitor response 1. Okay, first auxin binds to that, and it mediates the physiological effects through the transcriptional regulation. So what is the process by which they can play their roles? The process is the transcriptional regulation. This is called the transcriptional regulation. Now, when TIR1 that binds to auxin, the complex then binds to the AUX, or IAA. That is, the full form is that AUX means auxin and IAA means indole 3-acetic acid proteins. Okay. In absence of auxin, if auxin is not present there, then this complex that directly interact with the ARFS. Now what is the ARFS? ARFS is auxin response factors. Okay. So first this binds with the receptor, and after that bind with the AUXIAA. And now if auxin is absent, then this complex interact with the ARFS and inhibit their transcriptional activity. Clear? If auxin is absent, then the process by which the auxin play their roles, this is called the transcription, that process becomes stopped. Why? Because this AUXIAA is this bind with the ARFS, and that inhibits the transcriptional process. Now, in the response of auxin, if auxin auxin is present, what happened? Then these are rapidly removed and their inhibition of ARFS and expression of auxin response genes. So what is saying that? That if auxin is present, then these AUXIAAs, these removed and the inhibition process that is already controlling by the ARFS, this inhibition process of transcription, that totally stopped, and now the auxin response genes that become activated. Clear? And apart from function, okay, so if these auxin responsive genes that become activated, then the transcription process that is created by the auxin that will continue, and the functions that is done by the auxins, this will be continued. Clear? And the important thing is that, another important thing, that the functioning as an auxin receptor. So auxin receptor, this is the TIR1. It is a F-box protein. Okay, this receptor is generally all the receptors, these are one kind of protein. So here this is also another protein. This is known as the F-box protein, and it acts as the component of SCF. The full form of SCF is that SKP1 Q-link F-box protein. Okay, and AE3 ubiquitin ligase that transfers the ubiquitin molecules to the AUXIAA TIR1 binding and ubiquitination and degradation of this occurred. So what is saying that? What is saying that means, first TIR1, it is one kind of protein, just you have to remind it, and it acts important role. This is the ubiquitination and the degradation. Okay, ubiquitination and the degradation of the AUXIAAs with the help of ubiquitin molecules. Clear? With the help of ubiquitin molecules. So TIR1 is important factor, because without this ubiquitination and degradation of the AUXIAAs, this become stopped. Okay, with the help of ubiquitin, this is done by this TIR1. Okay, now auxin also acts through its interaction with another receptor. There is another receptor. This is also important for the activation of the auxin, or for controlling, they can control the activation of the auxin. This is known as the ABP1. This is another important protein, auxin binding protein 1. Okay, and it is located where? This is located in the lumen of the endoplasmic reticulum of any cell, and as well as plasma membrane. So where they present? Lumen of ear and the plasma membrane. And ABP1 is associated with the auxin responses at the plasma membrane, including the activation of protein pump. So what is the role of this protein and the auxin? This help in the activation of the protein pump and the cell wall acidification, and contributes to auxin regulated gene expression. So auxin regulated gene expression, this is the important factor, and done by this protein obviously. Another of this function, another functions beside of this function is that what is that? Acidification of the cell wall and the activation of the protein pump. These are the two another functions which are controlled by the auxin when ABP1 protein that binds with the auxin. Clear? Now this is the flow chart by which you can understand that how the auxin plays, or how these functions occur. Okay, here AUX and IAA, and that already bind with the ARFS. So in that situation, no expression of the auxin responsive genes. But when auxin bind with the TIR1 receptor, and then from the ARFS, the AUX and IAA that detach, okay, and that becomes activated, and after that expression of the auxin responsive genes that also become activated, and so the transcription process is occurring, and the functioning that is done by or created by the auxin, this is also happening. Okay, so this is the auxin signaling pathway. You can comment in the comment box, obviously, how this explanation I have given you. So you just continue with my channel and support me a lot. Thank you.